Hey, fourth grade, here to help you with the second part of patterns in fourth grade. So last video we talked about repeating patterns, and that's where the same thing keeps happening over and over again. And now we're going into growing patterns where it's not the same thing that's happening over and over again, but this time the pattern is growing, it's getting larger. So we can do this with pictures and numbers. So I'm going to show you for both. So this first one, I have one circle, and then I have 3 circles, and then I have 6 circles, and you can see that it's getting larger. So I want to know the question, how many circles would be in the next pattern? All right, so what I need to do is figure out, well, how is it increasing, and see if I can find a pattern from there. So going from the first term to the second term, all right, so I know I started with 1, and then I got to 3. So I see that I added 2 more. All right, so I added 2. So now I'm going to look at my second one to my third one. All right, so I had 3. I have 3 here, and it looks like I added 3 more. Okay, so now I went to from my third to my fourth, and it looks like I added 4 more. All I have to do is just count how many there are. So this one I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one I had 6. This one I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know that I added 4 more. So now I have enough information to figure out how many would be in the next pattern. So if I notice, I know I added 2, and then I added 3, and then I added 4. So now to get my next one, whatever that may be, I'm just going to add 5. Our pattern is growing. We're increasing. What we're increasing by keeps getting larger. It's not staying the same. It's not repeating. It's changing, it's growing. So we're going from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. So now I know for the next one, I'm going to take my previous one, which was 10. So we had 10 circles, and I know there's going to be 5 more. So I know there must be 15 circles. Next pattern. Next pattern. So just like before, we're looking to see what's happening between each term. In this case, between each picture, and finding that pattern, seeing how it's increasing. This is what a growing pattern is. All right, so now looking at it with numbers. All right, so I have 3, 5, 8, 12, 17, 23. Again, I'm increasing, I'm getting larger, but I know I'm adding something different each time. All right, so going from 3 to 5. All right, I see that I added 2. Okay, going from 5 to 8. I added 3. I can see where this is going from 8 to 12. I added 4, here I added 5, here I added 6. So then what would I have to add to my next one to get my next term? Well, I had 23, so now I'm going to add 7. So now I would get 30, and I take my 30, and I would add 8, and I would get 38. So this is what a growing pattern is. I'm not just adding 3 to each one. Or I'm adding 2, or I'm not subtracting 2 each time. Each time, whatever I'm doing is getting larger. That's what it means by growing pattern. I know it can be confusing with a repeating pattern, how our numbers will still, depending on the pattern, increase. They could still grow in size, but that's not what the pattern's about. The pattern is the rule that it follows. So for this one, we're adding 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7, etc. And this one, we just started with 2, and we're increasing it by 1 each time. I hope this helps show you the difference between a growing pattern and a repeating pattern. And this is it. This is fourth grade patterns. Just being able to follow the rules and say what the next couple are and discovering the pattern. All right, have a great day.